Hey guys, it's Mr. Ward here. Welcome to our division anchor chart. Today we're going to be doing the steps that you need in order to be successful at doing division. Since today's anchor chart is going to be the first of many, I want to go over a couple of ground rules. One of the first rules is that when we do an anchor chart, we always do it on the right side of our interactive notebook. As I am doing this, as you guys are watching this video, your job is to copy what I am doing, okay? As you copy what I'm doing, put it on the right side. There are going to be a series of questions in between. Answer those questions. Make sure that you fully complete this anchor chart, because when you are done with this station, I may pick at you at random to look at your anchor chart to make sure that you did everything. But more importantly, guys, the goal here is for you to understand and to learn these steps, okay? We're gonna do many of these, so make sure that you have your headphones and make sure that you're paying attention, okay? So today's is real easy, guys. It's simply a refresher of stuff that you already know. You guys have already been doing this. This is division, okay? You guys will be getting into division, 3 digits divided by 2 digits, but for this one, we're just gonna do 3 digits divided by 1 digit. Okay, as you guys can see right here, it says, does McDonald's serve burgers? Okay, it's a simple and easy way to remember your steps. First step, first letter starts with a D. First step for does is divide. Remember, follow along and do exactly what I'm doing, okay? Does McDonald's serve burgers? M for McDonald's. We're going to do the M, it represents multiply. M. And then we have the word serve. Serve is for subtract. And lastly, the last step that we do for each digit in division is we bring down. And we're gonna do these steps a little bit more in detail, but it's important that you guys understand and know this phrase. Bring down, okay, the B, okay? So our steps are going to be divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. And then we're going to repeat, and you'll see that as we continue on. Okay, so if we look here, we have 945 divided by 7. What is the first thing we do? The first step that we do, guys, the very first one is we divide. Well, what do we divide? We will be dividing 9 divided by 7. Don't worry about the whole division, the whole number here, okay? We're not worried about the 4 and the 5 right now. The only thing we are worried about is the 9. So the first thing we do, step number 1, okay, is to divide. And we will be dividing 9 divided by 7, okay? So how many times does 7 go into 9? Okay. 7 should go into 9 only one time, okay? Our 1, make sure that we are always putting our numbers exactly where they're supposed to go. So 9 divided by 7 is 1. We put the 1 directly above the 9. 1 times 7 is going to be the next step that we do, which is multiply, okay? So we're going to multiply 1 times 7, which equals, oh, we didn't do the 9 divided by 7 equals 1, right? We'll put the 1 over here. 1 times 7 equals 7. Okay, so 1 times 7, we bring our 7 right below the 9. And then our next step is subtract. Okay, and what are we going to subtract? We're going to subtract 9 minus 7. So 9 minus 7 equals 2. 9 minus 7 equals 2. Okay? Now, Can 7 go into 2? No, it cannot. So what do we need to do? We need to do our fourth step, which is we need to bring down. And what are we going to bring down? We're going to bring down the number 4. So let's put a little arrow there, and we bring down the number 4. Now we can go on to the next digit. 7 divided into 24 goes how many times? What can you multiply 7 by to get very close to 24? Well, how about 7 times 3, which equals what? It equals 21. So what we will do is we will now put a 3 above the 4. 3 times 7 equals 21, and now we have a 21 there. So what we did is we divided, we multiplied, and now we're subtracting. So what do we subtract? 24 minus 21 is 3. And what is our last step again? That's right, bring down. So let's bring down the 5. Now we can do our first step again. It's divide. 7 goes into 35 how many times? Should go 5 times. 5 times 7, we are now multiplying, is 35. Our third step is subtract. So 35 minus 35 is nothing. It's 0. Do we need to bring down anymore? No. We already brought down all of our numbers. We are now officially done. Remember, for each digit, you are going to follow these steps. At the end of doing these steps, you will repeat until you run out of numbers. Sorry, my handwriting's not the best right now. All right. This is very important, guys, that you repeat. If you need to watch this video again and you have time in this station, you may watch it all over again. If you have any questions, write down those questions and I will answer them for you. Okay, now we're going to add a couple of extra things to this anchor chart, guys. Things that you need to remember when you are dividing, okay? It's important that you guys remember that division is the opposite of multiplication. So let's write that down. Division is the opposite of multiplication. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's simple. So let's do 3 times 5 equals what? It equals 15, right? Now, if we do the reverse, if we just go backwards, okay? We go from this way to this way to this way, we're dividing. So let's try that. So 15 divided by 5 equals what? It equals 3, and so on. Remember, guys, key to division is knowing that it is simply the reverse of multiplication. Multiplication is the reverse of division. Division means, guys, to separate into equal groups. And what does that mean exactly? To separate into equal groups. Well, it means this. If we were to have the problem 12 divided by 4, which we know equals 3, how are we going to divide that? How are we going to separate that into equal groups? Well, simple. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in each circle, we're going to do 3 dots. Okay, and this is a good representation of how division means to separate into equal groups. Okay, 12 divided by 4 groups equals 3. How do we know? We count the little dots, we get 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if we were to divide them into equal groups, okay, equal, that's the key word right there. Okay, so when you're dealing with numbers like this, it's okay to, on the side of the paper, on the back of the paper, I don't care where you guys do it, it is okay to do dots and group them. If we have a remainder, then you know that it cannot be separated equally, but we'll get more into that later. But just remember, guys, that division is the opposite of multiplication, and it means to separate into equal groups. All right, guys, and there we have it. That's our anchor chart for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helped you guys to refresh your memory on how to divide. Please make sure that you put it on the right side of your notebook and make sure it is completed before you leave this station. And see you guys later.